for the line.
Hello and welcome to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast, coming to you on this Tuesday, July the 8th? That sounds about right. The 8th.
All day.
2025, until tomorrow when it's the 9th. We have a special podcast today. No sports. We're doing another top 10. Of course, I'm joined by my partner, Larry Loper, and special guest from Matt's Monday Review. We got Matt Shackelford. He is in the house. Woo woo! So let's get it crack-a-lackin'. The topic for today with this top 10 is top 10 mobster/gangster movies. And I have a feeling we are going to have a lot of the same movies, just probably in different order. I'm excited with my list because I believe near the top on my list is going to be a movie none of y'all saw, and it's on Paramount Plus, so you can actually watch it tonight if you choose to. Larry, are you ready? Are you excited? What do you think?
Oh my goodness!
Up with this topic.
When you brought this topic up, man, down my alley, man. That right down the alley. We talking about bowling, man. You sit the right down the middle, man. Nothing but a strike right here, brother. Clear all pins, okay? Because this is what I do. Gangster movies, that's what I do. Sci-fi, gangster, documentaries. That's my twist. I love documentaries, and it's crazy because gangsters movies to me that really get me is when it's based on a true story. Obviously, you got to have some, with a drama, or you got to add to the plot to make it interesting, right? Because the real story is not as interesting as Hollywood makes it, right? But I love it when it's something that you can do the research on, and you can be like, oh, okay, man, that really happened that during that time period. You'll see on my list, it's a lot of based on a true story events.
How about you, Matt? How are you feeling when I pitched this topic to you?
Oh man, I like mob movies. I watched a bunch of them for a lot of years. It's pretty cool because me and my buddy sat down one day and just went through a big rip and run of just old mob movies one time, and it was really cool. And then here recently, like my lady's never seen any of them, so
what
like nothing. Like we watched Goodfellas the other day.
Oh my goodness.
And I told her, I was like, you'll probably get into that later, but I was like, it's a perfect movie right up until the helicopter. So we'll get into that.
Oh my god, I didn't share the sauce.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited about this one. Mob movies are great. There's I wanted to slick my hair back just for this podcast.
There you go. Yeah, this was one of those that I knew that I had a bunch in my head, wrote them down, and then I went online to find more. And then, I have a list of 25, and I have to stop myself. I'm like, how am I going to get this down to 10? So I did, but I have 11 honorable mentions. Don't worry, I'll zip through them. We won't spend much time on them, but just so you know how difficult it was, because I got some gems, absolute gems that did not make my top 10, and I'm sure you guys did as well. Let's get it crack-a-lackin'. I'll start us off, then we'll go Larry, Matt. Matt, you're going to finish it, okay? So you're going to have to finish on with your number one. Is that cool? Are we good with that?
I feel like no one can argue with the number one, but hey, that's just me.
Now, we did, the caveat to this was no Godfather movies, because if we did Godfather movies, we would have Godfather movies.
Well, there goes my 1, 2, and 3, so I'm going to have to, no, I'm just kidding.
I knew specifically, I told you.
Mm-hmm.
But that would have been too obvious. They all would have been in the top 5. Well, the third one, no, but the 1 and 2 would have made our top 5 easily, if not 1 and 2. So I didn't want that. I wanted to open up a few, couple, 2, 3 spots extra for other movies. And so it wouldn't be so predictable, because once we got to like 4 and we didn't mention any of them, the audience is going to know what's coming to finish it. Now they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. So let's do this.
Let's get
At
it.
number 10, this is one of those, and I don't have many, but this is one of those where you guys probably didn't see it. Probably. The name of the movie is called The Long Good Friday. Came out in 1980. You can catch it on Max, and its stars are Bob Hoskins, Helen Mirren, and a young Pierce Brosnan. This is a British mob movie, and the basic premise is this mobster, this crime boss. He wants to go legit, and he's looking to partner up with an American mafia family to go and bankroll his new plans to go legit. He's got all these big plans, and he wants to start legit businesses in London. And the day that the Americans, he has a couple of representatives from the American mob come over to meet him in London, a bunch of his properties that he owns and he's going to build up new start blowing up. Explosives start blowing them up as the day keeps going. It's like in the morning and then the afternoon. So after a while, he starts to go crazy and believes that it's someone from his own crime organization that is being a traitor. And so he's trying to prevent the next explosion, keep the deal going with the Americans while finding out who's trying to undercut his legs all at the same time. I recommend it. It's a little dated, but I don't think we would have a problem with watching a movie from 1980. I don't believe, it's London, so the cars and the buildings and the people are going to look and sound different anyway. So I don't think it would be an issue. It's very good. I don't know if you know who Bob Hoskins is, Larry, but he's the detective from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is my number 10. I think you guys would like it. Now tell me before you move on, have either one of you seen that movie?
No,
I have not.
you hit that right in the button. I've never seen it. And my question, all right, we already got to the bombing part of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, with all kind of gangster mob related movies, always violence. That's what attracts all of us is the violence. Does it get violent minus the buildings blowing up? Like, do they really do like mob stuff, like hits and,
yes,
and stuff like that?
There's a couple of killings and a kidnapping.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm there. You got me sold. You got me sold.
Yeah. You just got to deal with almost the entire cast has a thick British accent.
Okay. Well, it's like watching
except for there's like 2 Americans in it.
It's like watching
other than that.
It's like watching Peaky Blinders.
It's like did you ever see the movie Snatch?
No, never seen Snatch.
Guy
Yeah.
Snatch, Brad Pitt. Like they all have an English accent throughout the whole movie. And if you're not used to watching a whole cast of Brits, it takes a little while to kind of get used to it, because the accent, some people have it thicker than others, some people speak faster than others, and then they got their own lingo. They don't say pants, they say trousers or knickers, things like that. You got to pick up on certain lingo, but all in all, I don't think either one of you would have a problem with this movie. I think you would like it. I have another movie that I don't think you guys saw that I would recommend you watch immediately. But this is my number 10, The Long Good Friday, 1980 on Max. All right, Larry, you're number 10, brother.
Now, Matt, before you jumped on, I was telling Gil, 9 times out of 10, you probably seen all of these movies I'm about to name. And if you haven't seen them,
same.
I don't know. But more than likely you've seen all on my list. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. With mob movies, it's there's not a whole lot. I mean, there's a lot to choose from, but it's like Italian mob, Irish mob. Yeah. There's a lot of bank robber movies that are mob like tied in, but not necessarily mob movies. So it's definitely a struggle to get to the list of like, all right, these are the mob ones, you know?
I struggled with that, but I said, am I going to have a list of 50? Because you could have been like, oh, The Equalizer. You could have
Yeah.
been like, oh,
Yeah,
John Wick.
yeah. I was battling that line of.
But those are
I don't
action.
think I have any Yakuza related stuff personally. I don't think so.
Right. All right, Larry.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. But
No,
number
don't be
10.
sorry.
This was directed in 1987 by Brian De Palma. Great director. If you know Brian De Palma films, great director. The Untouchables.
Mm-hmm.
The Untouchables.
Yep.
It's starring Elliot Ness, played by Kevin Costner, Al Capone by Robert De Niro, and Sean Connery played Jim Malone, the Irishman, right? And the whole set, once again, I said I liked it based on real life events, and this was based on obviously Prohibition era during Al Capone in them days, Chicago outfit. Elliot Ness being a prohibition officer at the time, and they were plotting to get down Al Capone, who was running Chicago, was the most corrupt city. He had so many people under the payroll. If you have not seen this movie, which I doubt very seriously, it's a great movie. Okay, great movie. If you like Al Capone, if you have a infatuation with Al Capone in that whole time era of when bad guys and outlaws were favored and loved, the Depression era, you gonna love this movie.
Total agreement. Matt, you go first. Your reaction to The Untouchables.
So, may or not be on the honorable mentions list. I love that movie. I'm glad it's on somebody's list and it made it there. Like I said, there were so many to filter down. I'm already like sitting here going on my notes and like, man, because as soon as you said 87, I was like, I know what that is. And I was like, I looked right over here, was like, it's The Untouchables. I know it. And then you said it, and I was like, it's so cool. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad it made it on somebody's list.
Yeah.
It's a good movie, and it's the movie that Sean Connery won his one and only Academy Award.
Oh, he played a great role.
Didn't know that. That's cool.
I didn't know that. He played a great role, man.
Sure did.
Yeah. And Frank Nitti gunned him down in his basement.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But great movie, great start. I may or may not have him on my list or honorable mention. I may or may not have that movie. Matt, you're number 10.
My number 10 is, let's see, let me get the year right. 2007. Okay. American Gangster. So this movie, why I put it as number 10 is because for a while I didn't like it very much. Mainly because of the pacing of the movie. I felt the first 2 times I watched it, I fell asleep. And then after discussing it at length with one of my buddies who was saying, like, this movie is amazing. I'm like, I don't get it. It's not that good. But then, when you take the time to dive into the story and the cat and mouse game between, Russell Crowe and obviously Denzel Washington. I don't know why I had a brain fart there, but dude, the cat and mouse is so cool, and his little strategic moves of like, you can build an empire and never show it. You can be a family man and satisfied with the fortune that you build without the necessity to put on the facade, but when he broke his rule is when he got caught. Yeah. And I feel like there's a lot, like even the man who was, the whole movie is getting mad at anybody else around him in his circle. Follow these rules. You're going to get us caught. And one puffy jacket, man, took him. I mean, not specifically that, but that was the first breadcrumb to taking him down, man. It's like, you gotta be smart. It's a good movie. Feel like they could cut 45 minutes of nothing out of it, but it is a good movie. That's why it is number 10, because it's rubbing off on me the more I watch it.
Great choice.
I got a couple of opinions on this movie. So I'm in agreement where I think it was a good movie. Not great, but good. I saw it in the movies. I'll be a little honest, I kind of expected a little more going into it because I thought it was going to be great. I'm like, Denzel as Frank Lucas, what? He is a badass. And Russell Crowe, these two guys reunited on the flip side, because if you remember, in 1995, they did a movie together called Virtuosity, where Denzel was the good guy, and Russell Crowe was the bad guy. Now it's flipped. But what I didn't like about the movie was, to me, they kind of tried to make the character Frank Lucas like a sympathetic figure, and they made like the bad guys be like the dirty cops. Like, those are the bad guys. Josh Brolin was the bad guy, and this is like a personal thing. So maybe I'm blaming the movie for this, but this is a personal thing. When near the end of the movie, when it's about to end, just before Denzel gets out of jail, Frank Lucas, they show like how much time he got in jail, and then it said, for like, because he cooperated, it was a reduced sentence, right? So initially, when it says how much time he got, I had a couple of black women sitting directly in front of me, and they're like kind of reading out loud. And after they read it, one of them is like, "Oh man, why are they going to do him like that? It was the police that were dirty." And then the part that comes after that was when he got the reduced sentence, and she started clapping. Man, I'm gonna be honest. This is one of the few times I lost it in the theater, but I spoke up. I said, "Are you kidding me? You're clapping? You're kidding me?" And she turned and looked over her shoulder. I go, "He was killing his own people. He was transporting heroin through American dead soldiers' coffins. And you acting like they did him wrong? You kidding me? Bro, she didn't say nothing. Her and that other chick didn't say nothing. Because as I was talking, I was getting louder and more serious. And when you start to do the repeat thing, like, "You kidding me? They were like, "Oh, let me not, white boys gone crazy." You know what I'm saying? So let me get up out of here. But that really annoyed me. That, you can't, for me, okay, I'm half Puerto Rican, I'm half Sicilian. If there is a Sicilian, like a mob guy, like John Gotti, and people think Sicilians, mobsters. Bro, I ain't no mobster. That ain't no representation of me. I don't think these in my opinion, these women should have been acting like Denzel Washington's character Frank Lucas is a representation of them. They should have been more pissed than I was. This ain't me. This ain't how we're raised. This is a stereotype that we got to fight each and every day. But instead she went into it. And I didn't like it. It bothered me. It bothered me personally. I didn't like it, and I told her about it. So and unfortunately, that moment is in my mind with the movie, which kind of brings the movie down a little bit for me. Unfair, fair. It is what it is. I'm just being honest.
And before we get to your ninth one, just elaborate on that. And I think that's our infatuation, speaking from a black man and growing up in probably the urban environment. That's what we are. That's the big trick right there. We know the end result of the lifestyle and some of the choices that we make and what's put in front of us, right? And like you're saying, they're celebrating the destruction of our own people, right? But we will get caught up in the fantasy, not the reality. And I think that's the attraction to a lot of us when it comes to the gangster movies and mob-related movies. Like you just speaking on the Italian mob, right? They preyed on Italians. Have you really looked at it?
100%.
100% preyed, extorted, and killed their own people, right? But we'll celebrate them, even though the end result is death or jail. We forget about the end in the beginning. We get caught in the middle. That's
a good point.
So I think that's why we get attracted to it, because we know daggone well that if you really looked at the backstory of these movies, right, it's not a good ending. None of them ended. None of them walked away from the walked away without doing a gang of time or killed a lot of dead people around them, right? Well, we don't talk about that part. All we talk about is the money, the women, the lifestyle. That is how they get you in the trap.
That's what's attractive. It's like they're a celebrity, but they're not. They're criminals.
Yeah.
They're criminals.
Yeah.
And they kill their own.
Yeah.
Yes.
You kill a made man, you get killed.
Yeah.
And that made man's killing has a killer behind it, and it's a vicious cycle.
It's a vicious cycle, man.
Omerta. It's the final rule. Say nothing. Say nothing. Omerta.
Man, let's get it. Woo.
Let's do it.
I like it.
All right. My number 9 is the only comedy on my list.
Okay.
Comedy. It would be probably more of a comedy because most mob movies fall under drama, right? Like you know, like we were talking about, like John Wick. That's an action movie. Yeah, there's a relation with the mob and stuff like that, but it's an action movie. You know, 1 and 2, those are action movies. So this one is a comedy. This one came out in 1988, and you can catch it on Tubi for free with commercials.
I love Tubi.
And so do I, because they have a lot of cheesy horror movies that catch up on.
Oh my God.
This one, 1988, it is Married to the Mob, starring Michelle Pfeiffer, Matthew Modine, Alec Baldwin, and Dean Stockwell, which got his first and only Academy Award nomination. He did not win, but he was nominated. Married to the Mob. It's about Michelle Pfeiffer's character is married to Alec Baldwin's character. Alec Baldwin is like number 2 or 3 in a crime family, and he works for Dean Stockwell's character. But Alec Baldwin does the ultimate no-no. He not only has a side piece, but his side piece is the same side piece as Dean Stockwell, who is his boss. So he finds out, he kills him, right? And what's her name? Even though Michelle Pfeiffer doesn't know that her husband was killed by Dean Stockwell, she knows she wants out of the life. Her husband is dead, so she tries to just leave and go legit. But Dean Stockwell's kind of fascinated with her, and he's also bothered by the fact that she leaves and she's the wife of the guy that she killed. And Matthew Modine is FBI undercover. And to get to Dean Stockwell, who's, you know, the boss, he becomes friends with Michelle Pfeiffer because they figured out that Dean Stockwell's got a thing for Michelle Pfeiffer. I mean, who didn't back in 1988? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Not you, Matt, but you know what I'm saying, Larry.
I mean, hey, I've watched
you weren't a thought.
I've watched Batman Returns enough times to enjoy some Michelle Pfeiffer, you know.
There she is.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
but anyway,
man.
so that is Married to the Mob, 1988. You can catch it on Tubi. It's a good mob movie. It's a funny mob movie. You know, if you're cool with matching the two, sometimes it works. I think it worked with this one. So Married to the Mob, 1988 is my number 9.
Oh man, great
Good
movie,
one.
brother.
Anybody catch that one? Anybody
I've
watch it?
seen it.
I've seen it way back. I was going through, and when I was putting my list together, I saw that on there, and I was like, oh my God, I remember that movie. I don't remember much about it, but I was like, oh man. And I was gonna like try to watch it again. I was like, it's good. There's so many other ones to watch too, but that is funny that's on the list because it kind of popped up in my head the other day.
I got a movie that's a mob, but it's like not mob because it's totally a comedy. I don't know what it is. I just know that it's have mob characters in it. It's an honorable mention though. I'll tell you about it when we get there, brother.
All right.
Oh heck yeah!
All right. My number 9 movie, man, my number 9 movie was shot in 1991 and directed by Michael Korbenikoff. It is Mobsters. It's
Mobsters. Heck
yeah.
yeah.
On Christian Slater's Lucky Luciano, right? And Patrick Dempsey is Myra Lansky. If you know Patrick Dempsey, for all the women, that's Mr. Dreamy in Grey's Anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he played Pizza Boy, Lover Boy. He plays the Pizza Boy and Lover Boy. Extra anchovies. That's how you got the Lover Boy.
That is a great.
That's a good movie. That's a great movie, by the way.
That's a great movie.
And once again, my connection is to based on true events. This is the formation of the modern day mob, and it goes back to Christian Slater being Lucky Luciano, and Myra Lansky's relationship. You know, because Myra Lansky is Jewish, and Lucky Luciano was Italian, and this was underneath the Mustache Peach. Giving y'all a backstory, history lesson. The Mustache Peach were like old school Italian, had to be from Sicily, and it was just you had to be Italian. They didn't want to deal with anybody outside of Italian. And Lucky Luciano just thought it was bad for business. It's not very smart. He said, "Why not unite, form a corporation?" Which was the modern day mob, the commission, and everybody will vote on a boss. You couldn't rub out a boss. His bosses had to vote for boss to get snubbed out, because back in the Mustache Pete days, it was like, I don't like you, I kill you. Oh, you kill me, my underboss, my underling come kill you. It's just a bunch of killing, not a lot of money being made. And so Lucky Luciano and Myra Lansky got smart and said, man, there's way too much money. As long as you can bring us money, we like you. We don't care if you're Italian, you're Russian, you're black. We don't care what you are. Money is green. All the other stuff, keep away from us. So that's the backstory of Mobsters. Great movie.
I saw movies when it came out. Summer of '91. So it was like four of them who ran together. It was Lucky Luciano, Myra Lansky. It was Bugsy Siegel.
And
Frank
Costello.
Costello.
Frank Costello. Yup.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, what's called trying to knock him off? Vito Genovese. Vito Genovese sent who was the crazy Don that was walking around the crazy Don?
Crazy Joe Gallo.
No, he not Joe Gallo wasn't shit to kill him. Vincent Gigante. Vincent Gigante. Yeah, they walked around with the robe on. They called him Crazy Don because he was trying to beat this is real life stuff too. Yeah. He was trying to beat the federal investigation when they ran down and it was booking all the mafiosos. This is Big Paul, Lee Castellano, and John Gotti, leading John Gotti, and we know that story. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the Lucky Luciano, and you find out at the end in Mobsters, he's the one that started the commission of the seven families.
Five.
And well, five were in New York.
Oh yeah, there's two out
in Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago outfitted in
So it wound up being seven altogether.
Okay.
And then the New York guys, they started so once Al Capone went away, you lost the Chicago connection. So it went from 7 to 5. And then the 5 guys, they just kept rotating whenever one went to jail or one died, you know, just the next guy up and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so that started like the commission. They talked about it at the end, and that was a fun movie. I liked it.
But
I didn't love it. I just thought it was fun. So I'm going to tell you, it did not make. Not only did it not make my list, it didn't make my honorable mention. My honorable mention is dope. Any of my honorable mention could have been in my top 10. Just didn't happen. But I did like it. I mean, any movie you mentioned that I've seen, I'm gonna like.
Yeah, like I said, my criteria, once again, it's a movie I like, and two, I know the backstory. So it's me watching, through the film. I like watching like the backstory through the film.
What I didn't like was Christian Slater and who's the Myra Lansky guy? I forgot his name.
It was Patrick Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah.
They look like baby faces.
Yeah.
They look like puppies in these suits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like now, if they were to do it now, older, 34 years older, it would work better. You know, I think Patrick Dempsey aged very well.
Mhm.
But back then he looked like a baby. He looked like Loverboy. That's what he
Yeah.
looked like. Which again,
But they were
great
young.
movie. Great movie. Oh, okay. Matt, you're number 9.
Number 9 is a movie I can't really say it's like mob, but like I said, it's like mob-esque. It's kind of in that realm. I'd say it's more an elimination of a mob. 1999, Boondock Saints.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Norman Reedus, Sean Patrick Flannery, Willem Dafoe. Who else? I had a list on here. Bill Connolly, Brian Mahoney. Dude, taking like what do they call it? The premise of a movie where it's like badass vigilante taking out the mob, using a religious basis for protection, and then add like James Wan like slow-mo scenes all over the place, and then just have Sean Patrick Flannery doing his thing. Norman Reedus obviously is the main focal point of those movies, I feel like, but they do a great duo, and I just like Sean Patrick Flannery in his roles. That movie is so cool. It's just nonstop action. There's lots of violence. There's lots of references to mob type, territorial streets and whatnot. It's just so cool, man. If you're gonna talk about movies in this type of wheelhouse, like why not Boondock Saints? Because the movie's just so cool.
It is cool, and I thought the second one was just as good.
Yeah, All Saints Day. Yeah. Yeah, that movie is pretty good. It's a continuation for sure. It's what I like about that is a lot of times you don't need to change the formula. We liked the first one. We just want more of that. A lot of people complain like, it was just like watching the first one. But I like the first one. I want to see more of that. So I agree with you, Gil. Like the second one, I mean, it doesn't slope much from the first one at all. It's really good. I want to get the tattoo of the beads and all that, but it's so cool.
Like you're saying, man, sometimes the sequels, man, they get away from what we liked. And then they bring this whole different twist that just takes away from it. It's like either you can enhance it, which is you already did a good job, so just keep it going. Let's keep as continues means as continues.
Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it. Don't come with this whole different thing. You're just like, why? Man, I can't think of the movie just came to my mind. I can't. Joker. Joker. Perfect example. Why? What was you thinking when you came up with that movie? It was a musical. A bad one at that.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, you just.
So I haven't seen Foy Le Deux yet, but I've heard nothing but bad. So I really have no intention.
I wouldn't recommend it at all. I promise you, you're not gonna like it, Matt.
No, you're not. You're not gonna like it.
No, I've already people have told them to spoil it for me anyway, so I know the gist and I'm good.
Yeah,
just watch Boondock Saints again. All Saints Day. Ding dong, mother effer.
Yes. Oh my God, that movie was hot garbage.
The 8 to the 8, man. To the 8. What you got for us, Gil?
Number 8. All right, I'm gonna say this movie is in your top 10, Larry. I'm not sure about you, Matt. I'm not sure. This is a classic, but it is also a remake, believe it or not. There is a black and white version of this movie by the same name, and the story is very similar, but we all know it from the 1983 version. You can catch it on Hulu, and it is Scarface, starring Al Pacino, Michelle Pfeiffer, and I can't even read my own writing. I can't read it. Sorry. But anyway, so If I had my glasses, I had my glasses on as I wrote this down, but my glasses are broken. I'm missing the one piece.
That's
So
why
I
I
didn't,
have to
I didn't
type
want to just
stuff.
put them on, in front of y'all. But anyway, so we all know it.
We know it.
The Cuban
Forwards
trying
and
to be
backwards.
big, gets involved in the mob, works his way up, and then bites off more than he could chew. Starts using his own product. Yada yada yada. Goes out in a bang, literally a bang.
Yeah.
All right, you cockroaches want to play rough?
Okay.
Now, I do think the Cuban accent was a little much. Was a little over the top.
It was extremely fake. Oh my God.
A little bit. That sounded like an Italian guy trying to be Cuban.
It made that, but it's iconic, Gil. It's iconic.
Yeah, it's so bad you like it.
Yeah, it's iconic, man. It's iconic. Like it's iconic. Like he made an iconic character that stamped forever. We just seen what we did. We just did the cheesy accent. We just did it. But it works.
Yes, it's a quotable movie. It's got memorable moments.
Little long.
It is long. It's much longer than I remember. I watched it, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months ago, something like that. Man, like I feel like all these movies, I remember watching them. I remember them being great. I watch them again, and I'm like, when are we going to get to the stuff? Like this is, but those movies that's a lot of these movies are shot in like a biopic style. They're just trying to explain the story of what's going on, and a lot of times I really like kind of a longer movie. When I have a day off, I want to be enthralled in that world, and I want to sit there and watch and be there, turn my brain off, and be John Dillinger for a few hours.
Right.
Gil, people always glorify and say they want to be Tony Montana, right? That's what they'll say they want to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, why would I want to be Tony Montana, who was the ultimate crash out?
Yeah.
I want to be Sosa. I want to be anybody in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be the guy that sent the hit squad to go get the guy that messed up the money. Okay. He's sitting in Bolivia somewhere, big old cocaine factory, right? I'm political power, juice, all that, right? Why would I want to be the guy who's sniffing the amount of cocaine on the table, messing up a good thing?
Mm-hmm.
We never talk about that. Nobody ever says I want to be Sosa. They always say I want to be Tony. You want to go out and blaze in glory. Once again, Gil, back to the movie. You said American Gangster in the highlight of the villain. You villainize the villain, honor the villain, but don't look at the reality of who he is.
Right.
Crash out, man. Listen, kid got to go, man. Push the button. Kid got to go.
How come nobody says I want to be like Meyer Lansky?
Yeah,
nobody says that. He was one of the richest people in America.
And never went to jail.
Didn't go to jail.
Never went to jail. Played it low key. But everybody wants to be John Gotti, who was the dumbest Don ever. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
Don't worry, I don't take it personal.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
My 8, I'm gonna breeze it because it's already been mentioned. American Gangster, directed by Ridley Scott, who I didn't know directed this movie, by the way, Matt. I didn't know Ridley Scott, the Alien director.
Yeah.
Right? I did not know he did American Gangster. And like you said, Gil, Gil and Matt, it was a slow burn for me at first because same thing. It grew on me. Because at first I'm like, man, this is taking too long, bro.
Yes.
And then it was like you said, I was expecting a little bit more out of Denzel in his role. It was just like monotone. It was monotone.
Monotone is a good way to describe that movie.
Yeah, he was just, I get it. And the guy he's playing is a habitual liar. So I'm pretty sure he had to figure out what's truth and what's not, because he was a fluffer. We call them fluffers. Guys that add a whole bunch of stuff that, okay, you were Bumpy Johnson's driver. Okay, sure you were. Okay. Yeah, sure you were. We believe that. Yeah, okay.
So he wasn't?
No, he was a lot of fluff. He lied a lot, bro. He lied. This dude lied a lot. Like he really did. Whatever his recollection was, he lied a lot. It's been proven he did get money. He definitely was a money guy, but a lot of stuff was a lot of add-on fluff, like But
for the movies.
Yeah, for the movies, yeah. And in his life, he believes that some of the stuff he did was, sometimes you could make yourself bigger than what you are.
Well, these guys, well, Henry Hill.
Oh my God, Henry Hill's an ultimate.
That's a perfect example.
Perfect example.
Perfect example.
Like mobster guy that really knew Henry Hill. They were like, dude, he was nothing.
Yeah,
dude.
He was nothing. They based
he was a glorified junkie.
Whole movie around him. It was like he was nothing.
They say he was a glorified junkie.
Yeah, he was a glorified junkie.
That dude is still in witness protection.
No, he's dead.
He's dead. He died.
Did he?
He died. Yeah, he died.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he expired.
Expired.
He expired. He is passed.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Sorry to hear it.
Yeah. I mean, life goes on, right?
I mean, I didn't know the guy.
Wasn't a great guy.
Nah.
He was,
He's a rat.
He was a informant.
Yeah, that was no omerta with him.
Omerta with that guy. Well, he couldn't anyway. He wasn't full Italian.
Well, he worked for them, but he was technically not a made man.
He couldn't be a made man. Yeah, he was an associate.
Because he was a quarter Irish.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Matt, what's your 8?
Oh boy, number 8. Instead of going back in time, we're gonna hit a very recent film.
Okay.
In the midst of our 2020 COVID outbreak and our worldwide pandemic, it was a good time to sit back and watch Capone, starring Tom Hardy, that came out in 2020, which is an amazing biopic of Al Capone. And it kind of starts in his later years, kind of showing you how he's dealing with the end of his life, but going through a lot of health issues. The makeup department is fantastic with the way they put the little bit of weight on Tom Hardy when he's getting sick. Like you can see the skin in his eyes are like getting all cloudy and red and yellow. And as he's explaining this, his life story is kind of whimsical because it goes through like these trippy hallucinations and flashbacks of his life and some of the things that he did, some of the things that he regrets, some of the things he wishes he would have done, and just Tom Hardy's raw acting of sitting back and basically telling you what his life story was through a very Hollywooded up way of doing it is fantastic. And I feel like Tom Hardy's knocking everything out of the park recently.
Sure.
But
Yes, sir.
For a very recent film delving into very serious topics, it is surprisingly very well done, very well written and acted. And like I said, the makeup department, kudos, because you can't tell that man wasn't dying.
I know of it, but I did not see it.
It's great.
I'm gonna see it.
It's great.
I should check it
I'm
out.
gonna go see it. That's on my list to see, man.
I saw Tom Hardy in a couple of other mob movies. I saw him in Legend, and I saw him in the
Lawless.
Drop.
The Drop.
I'm already fan. I like his work. Like Matt said, he's been killing it late, especially of late.
Yeah, Mobland on was that Paramount or something?
Oh, that's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, that's great. The one he did a movie where he played Charles Bronson.
Yeah,
it's just called Bronson.
Bronson, yeah.
That was fantastic as well.
Saw that. Yeah, he's got range.
Yeah, he does. Man. I like that.
He was also on Peaky Blinders.
Yeah,
he was.
He did a good job in Peaky Blinders.
I forgot about that. I never finished that show.
Yep, and my movie with him and Leo DiCaprio. That's my movie right there.
Oh yeah,
the Revenant. Yeah, oh, that was a good movie.
His Oscar. He finally got an Oscar for that.
That visual was awesome. You talking about a visually well done movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
movie makes you
It was
feel
there.
like you're crawling through the
Yeah,
snow, hurting for
yeah,
months. Ugh.
yeah, yeah. And then when he fought the bear, that part,
Yeah.
I felt it.
Mm.
You know, the
That's
director of that movie is the same guy who did Birdman with Michael
Michael
Keaton.
I
Keaton?
can't,
Yeah,
yeah, know that.
back to back years.
Wow.
Yep,
I
same guy.
love Birdman. I know it gets a lot of hate, but I like that movie.
I
Ah,
just wouldn't think it was the same person.
right. Hey, maybe the producer, director, he's got range too.
There you go. All right, is it my turn?
Yeah, number 7.
All right,
Number
number 7.
seven.
I know Larry has seen this. I don't know if Matt has seen it. I just watched it again recently, like a week ago. Excellent movie. Excellent movie. This movie came out in 2002, and you can catch it on Amazon Prime. You might even be able to catch it on Max, too. It is Road to Perdition.
Oh, Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks,
Yes.
Paul Newman, and Jude Law.
Love that film.
What I really liked was it confirmed for me the range that Tom Hanks has, because the guy in the 80s, that real, comedy after comedy after comedy after comedy, after being a television comedy guy, after being a stand-up comedian, can actually play the muscle, the right-hand man of a mobster in an Irish mob organization, and he sold it because he was very intimidating. He was great in this movie. And I also like that the guy who played his son grew up to play Superman 25 years later, or 20 years later, however. So I like that too. You knew that, right, Matt? You knew that was him, right?
Who's that?
The Tom Hanks' son in Road to Perdition is the guy who turned out to play Superman on that, was that the WB show? What's that called? Not Lois and Clark. The one that just got that had like 3 seasons.
No, that was Lois and Clark.
Oh, Lois and Clark. Well, the guy who played Superman is the little boy.
Tyler Hoechlin?
He's the one on the run with Tom Hanks in that movie.
Really?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Same guy who hooked
I
up
never would have put that together.
Applegate and Hall Pass.
Yeah,
Same
good.
guy.
Wow.
Good movie. That was a good one, man. Like you said, that I liked for the same reason. His range, because he really played a good gangster. He really did.
Mm-hmm.
And we weren't used to seeing Tom Hanks in that type of role. So he really sold it. He really did. He did a great job. Great job.
Yeah.
And I like Jude Law in it too. Jude Law was a great in that movie too.
Jude Law creeped me out a little bit with the long nails and the teeth and the balding.
I think that was probably the point, though.
Yeah.
I was in it too. Daniel Craig. James Bond.
Daniel Craig.
Yup.
Daniel Craig. That's
Yup.
right.
Yeah, but he was in it too.
Yes, he was. Daniel Craig and Jude Law both playing Irish American
gangsters.
Well, I don't know that Jude Law was American. He was American.
Yeah.
But yeah, he really creeped me out. Even that opening scene where he's taking a picture of the dead guy and he wasn't dead, so he stands over him and kills him himself. Ugh. Oh, good job. If you make me feel a certain way, like, you creep me out, that means you did your job. So congratulations, Jude Law.
Man, this next movie, man, had a lot of people that you're gonna be very familiar with. And I don't know if you saw it, Gil. I don't know if you saw it, Matt. It was shot in 1990, and it was directed by Abel Ferrara. He also directed The Body Snatchers. That might have been a movie. Have you ever saw The Body Snatchers? And it's the King of New York. It's King of New York. And the King of New York star Christopher Walken. You can't go wrong, Christopher Walken in your movie. Lawrence Fishburne played the Jimmy Jump, which was Two Gun Jimmy. And David Caruso, he played the detective. As you know, Dave Caruso was a CSI, head of CSI. And Wesley Snipes, the young Wesley Snipes, is in this movie also as a detective, Thomas Flanagan. And what it's based on was Frank White, which was Christopher Walken's, getting out of prison and trying to take back the kingdom that he lost, which was a drug empire. and the whole movie is just him trying to, get back what he lost. But the detective is on his top, and then, it's a fast movie. So like once he get out, he's not even home long. Like it's like as soon as he got out, he got right back in the business. But he's trying to do like positive stuff for it in the image eyes, like donate to children hospitals and the misfortune, in the public eye. But on the back end, he's running a drug empire corporation.
Mhm.
Violent movie, fast movie. Like I said before, it's a dope movie, man. It's a dope movie. That was like a prelude to like some of the other movies I'm gonna get into that's in that type of line. But that was like the first one that in that line. And it's not
Yeah.
based on true story. It's not based on a true story, but it's based on a true person, kind of. But it doesn't. It's not a no historical reference to it.
Yeah, he wasn't a real person.
Yeah, he wasn't a real person.
Yeah, but that was a very good movie, and I know what you mean. I'll talk about it later, but I know what you mean, like that type of gangster movie, because there's a period where 1990, 1991, you know what I'm saying? It's like, the cast is kind of familiar.
Yep. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Gil. Yeah.
Total agreement. I thought King of New York, I think that's one of Christopher Walken's better.
Oh, yeah.
And he's really good at playing like that kind of character.
Yes.
Like in True Romance. Like, he was really cool, calm, and collected, yet very intimidating. I want that hospital.
Yeah.
I want the hospital.
Then did you like him in
for me now?
Did you like him in James Bond when he was a villain in James Bond?
A View to Kill?
Yes.
Yes. And I also liked him in the second Batman movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I did like him in the second Batman. That was a good one. Yeah,
I liked him in
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Standing with Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
when he had that raspy voice. I liked him in that. The Deer Hunter. The Deer
Hunter was good.
Woo!
Yeah,
that's a hard watch.
Yeah,
but yes. So yeah, I'm a big Christopher Walken fan. He could play cowbell for me. That's fine. I'm all good with that.
You get cowbell.
You get it. Oh, gotta have more cowbell.
Gotta have more cowbell.
Yeah. So.
Yes, sir.
So Matt, you're up. You're number 7.
Oh, 7.
Yes, sir.
Working our way here. All right, this is another semi-recent one, 2015. It's a Johnny Depp movie.
Oh, yeah.
And you all know what's coming.
Yes, sir.
It's Black Mass. It is the story of Whitey Bulger, dirty old greasy Whitey Bulger, trying to make his way, ripping and running, cheating and stealing, trying to make a name for himself. Remember, we were going back to Larry saying that you can create this ego that you think you are bigger than you really are, as this guy was pretty low level and then always at odds with his brother, which I believe was Benedict Cumberbatch, and he just can't play it right. And also, a huge celebrity crush of mine is Juno Temple, and she's in this movie. So, made the list. I don't know why I'm always paying attention to the makeup department and the special effects and stuff. The way that they, took the hairline way back and then made this man, they aged him 20 years because he wasn't that old at the time. This was 10 years ago, so he probably filmed it 12 years ago. Mm-hmm. It is just a fantastic movie, though. Like it keeps you interested from start to finish. I've seen it probably 4 times because I had to watch it myself. I watched it at least twice with 2 of my buddies. Great movie. I'd put it up there with, I don't know, some of his more serious work as far as Johnny Depp. And it's pretty good. If you didn't have a preconceived notion of like a Jack Sparrow, if you didn't know anything about that, you would walk in and think this man was Whitey Bulger. Like it was good.
With those eyes too?
Yeah, the eyes, just the glasses, the hair, the jawline, the wardrobe. I mean, if you Google Whitey Bulger and look what he actually looked like, I mean, they're spot on.
Yeah, he
Spot
got
on.
him. Like, he did a great
Um,
job. And also, people don't know out the Jack Sparrow. He played Donnie Brasco. He played
Donnie
Donnie
Brasco.
Brasco.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So he does have range. Like Johnny Depp definitely has range.
Absolutely.
Oh, he
Yeah.
does. And don't forget Blow. I mean, I know that's not
Oh, Blow,
Blow.
yeah,
Yeah.
Blow, yeah, Blow.
that was
Yeah,
great.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken George, Boston George. Yeah, Boston George did a great job with Boston George.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's your six, man?
Well, my six has already been mentioned, so I don't have to say much. But my six, you can catch it on Netflix. It came out in 2015, and it is Black Mass.
No.
That is my number six, and there's really nothing I can add to it except the cast was very good, and there's some people in it that you almost look past. You're like, oh, this dude became a star. Oh, she became a star. Things like
Mm-hmm.
that. So yeah, we've all seen it. Recommend it. Black Mass, one of Johnny Depp's better movies.
Yes.
And better, characters that he's played, which is a real character. And you're right, besides him being a bad, mother effer, he's also an informant at the same time for
Yeah.
the FBI,
Yeah. Playing both sides.
playing
Yep.
both sides.
Yeah,
Say
that part broke all rules of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Omerta, come
Well, that
on.
was the thing. He was playing by his own rules. He only did what benefited him, and
That's right.
whatever. If he needed to be sleazy, cool. If he needed to work with the police or the feds, cool. He just did whatever he needed to do, and he didn't care about the repercussions. He was smart enough to know that he needed an exit strategy for anything he entered into, but would just do it. Like, that's crazy.
And to his credit, he was on the run for 20 plus years. He had he had enough time to live a life. And unfortunately, he met his maker in the federal, which was a big setup. They
Yeah.
wanted him gone. So
Good.
they didn't want him gone.
Better late than never.
Yeah, they got rid of
That
him.
scene at the dinner table when he's visiting the one guy, and he's like, "Oh, you got to give me this recipe," and the guy's like, "He's
I
like, oh,
love that.
recipe. It's a secret recipe. Oh, come on, let me have it." And he tells him, he's like, "Really? Like, you're gonna give it up just like that?
Mhm.
Like, how could I ever trust you with a
He
secret?"
said, I thought you said that was a secret very close to your family for a long time. You gave it to me like that. And I think all the guy said was like, oh, we put an extra clove of garlic or something.
Nutmeg.
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 Yeah.
Nutmeg.
Wow.
He's
Great
yep.
scene.
Yeah.
Great scene.
And then he goes upstairs to visit the guy's wife because she says she's not feeling well. Oh,
Mhm.
Great job. All right.
Mm.
Larry, you're next.
My number six was shot in 1997. We're going down that line, right?
Mhm.
And it was directed by Bill Duke. And this I didn't know. And if you don't know who Bill Duke is, this is I don't know if you ever saw Menace to Society.
Yes.
Okay, he's the cop that says, right?
Is that the Wayans Brothers movie?
Oh
no, wait, hold on.
Menace Society is with
That's the knockoff parody version. I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's a parody of it. That's the parody of it. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the original though.
The original was really it's based in what was it?
It's like L.A. hard.
L.A. South Central, yeah. But he also played in Predator. He played in Predator. And I didn't know he directed Deep Cover or Rage in Harlem. Like, these are two films I didn't know he directed. I didn't know he directed films. He's the big black guy who always got like kind of a serious demeanor, but he played in Predator. He was on Arnold Schwarzenegger's Hit Squad.
Mm-hmm.
The original Predator, the first one.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He was the bald black guy.
The bald black guy. Yep, yeah. That's him. That's who directed this movie, Hoodlum. And Hoodlum is based on the real life story of Bumpy Johnson, who was a Harlem Don, gangster, all the above. And this is set during Prohibition era through the number racket. because he came home and Lawrence Fishburne plays Bumpy Johnson. You got Cicely Tyson, who was a acclaimed actress. She played Stephanie Sinclair, who was a major number runner back in that day, and she was going against Dutch Schultz, who's played by Tim Roth. And if you don't know who Dutch Schultz is, Dutch Schultz was a guy that was part of who Lucky Luciano in real life got snubbed out at the restaurant because he wanted to kill the special prosecutor, who was Thomas Dewey. Backstory of this whole time period. It's a gangster movie. It's set on the number racket. And what I liked about it was just the intelligence that Bumpy Johnson showed going against the Italian mob. And Dutch Schultz, because it was a lot of pieces being moved, a lot of losses, but it was a very smart portrayal of Bumpy Johnson. So if you haven't seen it, it's a great movie to see, man. It really is, especially if you like plots and how pieces being moved around. It was as good. It was a lot of symbolism in that movie. Yeah.
I've seen it a few times, actually. Yeah, it was basically the Battle of Harlem.
Yeah, it was Battle of Harlem.
Uptown, downtown, Battle of Harlem with Dutch Schultz.
Yep.
Who was not one of the greatest people.
At all. His with Lucky Luciano more was about diplomacy, and Dutch was about violence. He said, I'm going, I get it done with the gun. And he said, what he says a line, he said, don't worry about my nigger pennies, because it was so much money in the number racket, the underground. Before we have the legalization of casinos and gambling of the modern day, you got to think how lucrative gambling has always been. So imagine illegal, like the Prohibition era.
Oh, man.
You bred a gangster when you took alcohol away.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, you see how you put them all out of business once they made it legal.
Yeah, that part.
Once they made gambling legal, and once they made, alcohol legal.
Alcohol, yeah.
That was the end of that.
Yeah, you had to figure it back to extortion.
Yep.
And racketeering.
Yep.
And labor unions.
Legal cheeses
from
Italy that you can't get here.
Yeah. All right, man. Matt, you're number 6. You're number 6.
Oh, number 6. 2002. Going down the line of years. I feel like everybody has seen this probably multiple times, but we're going with Gangs of New York as a number 6. Daniel Day-Lewis, Leonardo DiCaprio, Liam Neeson, Cameron Diaz. I mean, this is John C. Reilly. Star-studded cast. I actually forgot this guy, Eddie Marsan. He was in Hancock. I forgot he was in that movie. But, dude, what an awesome action-filled time period film, just like revenge thriller. I don't even know how to describe it. Movie is fantastic. DiCaprio can do no wrong. It's just good. I don't know how to. Who's this guy?
You didn't think it was a little long?
Oh, it was definitely long, but it's like
they could have some stuff out. You don't think they could have maybe cast someone else instead of
just like Matt's saying though, Gil.
Well, those are the nitpicky things. I mean, as a whole, it's pretty good. I could say that as far as like an entertainment movie, it's very entertaining.
Yes.
It's action packed. It's funny. It's just a good time. Like, and Billy the Butcher, scary as anything. Dude, DiCaprio again knocking it out of the park. Star-studded cast, a good time. I do think it's a little long, but I'm looking at an hour or 2 hours and 47 minutes.
Yeah.
So definitely not crazy long. We're not talking Endgame, but it's maybe the pacing of the film that makes it feel a little bit longer, because they do have a lot of start and stops in that movie where something will happen and it'll kind of pause, and it is heavy on the dialogue, but who's the wrote the movie.
Wasn't it Scorsese?
Scorsese is a Scorsese movie.
Yeah, he directed it. Did he write it?
I don't know if he wrote it, but you know,
I was gonna say
a lot of that was in the movie really happened. A lot
it really happened.
Those are like real characters and real.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
real.
I heard it was based off of it.
Because there was no ultimate finale battle between Leonardo DiCaprio and Daniel Day-Lewis. You know, all these explosions were happening around them, and they couldn't. I wanted them to fight. I wanted them to get together and slice and dice, like, you know, The Patriot with Mel Gibson at the end. You know, I wanted a fight with the knife and a meat cleaver and stuff like that, and it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
So that's what I was disappointed with that movie, and I thought it was long. And I thought they didn't need Cameron Diaz. They just put her in there because she was a star.
Yeah, she was popular at the time. I do agree with that.
Daniel Day-Lewis, though, he owned the screen. Doing that, like, original New York accent.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he was good. Walking around with that facial hair and the cane and how he talked. And he would just cut meat. I'm like, dude, this guy, he's a pimp. This guy, awesome.
Yeah, he sold that movie, man. Like, that's one of the movies. That's my go-to, Matt. Like, when I wanted to zone out in the movie where I could zone out and just kind of get lost in the time. And if you're a historian buff, then you understand that time period and just the building of the gangs and how the gangs really ruled. And just for me, it's like you mentioned, Gil, you have mixed nationality. And everybody that came over to America, you could see the discrimination in all ethnicities, man. It wasn't just blacks. You could see the Irish, Italians, Jewish, whoever came off that boat that wasn't talking his tongue over here got handled. Okay. You know, but I just love the story, the backstories of how these same ethnicities, they came together out of these ghettos and these impoverished environments and stuck together, you know, for the most part, stuck together. Because if somebody's kicking you behind and bullying you and doing certain things, it makes you want to unite rather than separate. That's how it should be.
You're right. That opening scene, that battle scene in the snow, in the streets, awesome. Awesome. Awesome opening scene.
We have played that at work a few times, just that scene. Because Rich loves that movie. So Rich doesn't like very many movies. Rich is my coworker. And he's always like, Gates, New York, man, throw that thing on. And then he'll sit there and watch it. And, you know, first 10, 20 minutes, whatever it is. But yeah, pretty cool.
Yes. Wish Liam Neeson had a bigger part in it, but it is what it is.
Couldn't afford him for more than that.
Top 5, dead or alive.
Top 5. Top 5. All right, I get it, crack-a-lackin'. I know Larry knows this movie, and I'm going to assume, Matt, you know it too. Came out in 1991, and you can catch it on Pluto TV. My man, Wesley Snipes, New Jack City. You got Wesley, Mario Van Peebles, who, by the way, directed the movie.
Yes.
And Ice-T.
Yes.
What is there to say, man?
What
I do like about this movie in particular is they are not playing the sympathy card. He is battling the Italian mob, and he's not trying to come across like the good guy. You know, they're all bad guys. They're all trying to pass that new drug, and the police are trying to infiltrate. Chris Rock is in this movie. Holly Berry is in this movie. Yep, she's the one on crack. Crack. That's right. Great movie. I was a freshman in high school when this came out. I couldn't wait till it came on VHS because there was no way my mother was letting me see it in the movies. Nope. But I got to see it. Great movie. Larry, talk about this movie, bro. Talk about it.
Oh, Gil, during that time period, that's when give you backstory. That's when I first started jumping off the porch, okay? As we say, jumping off the porch, getting active. you know,
Mhm.
and you know that was the cap era of crack, where they should take the crack and put it in vials. So as the epidemic was plaguing our environment, I'm telling you, we used to go to school, and just like in that movie when they showed all the caps on the ground and the kids playing a pack, that's a reality. That's a reality based scene, you know, because back in them days it was covered, it was all over. It was, you know, that's how it was. Um, iconic character, yeah, Nino Brown,
Nino Brown.
Nino Brown, the Carter, the Carter. Oh man,
Nino Brown.
what?
With
By the way,
that
little,
haircut.
oh that you know what's crazy though, Gil? One part of the movie kind of when I look at this one part of the movie, I'm like, man, who would have thought this dude had been Blade? It started there. Remember when they tried to do the buy and Scotty and then you know they all came and crashed and it went bad and he turned ninja just for a second when he hung up when it killed the Chinese dude and he was you know getting out the whole situation. Who would have thought that was going to lead to him as being Blade and the action? Blade. I just took that little part.
57 came out after that, but
Yep.
before Blade.
Yep.
1993. Always
Yep.
bet on black.
That's crazy, man. Like I guess that part right there, I always walk away and I look back and now I'm like, man, that he would line us up to be this action star. You know, this you know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Because I think what was the other one he played that wasn't Blade, but it was an action movie.
Let's see.
You know what I'm talking about too, man.
57. The second.
Passer 57, y'all. That was one. What was I know he played Second Speed or no, my fault. Fugitive.
The second Fugitive movie.
Fugitive, y'all. Fugitive, y'all.
Then what was it?
Yeah.
U.S. Marshals, something like that.
Yep, U.S. Marshals. Yup. It still wasn't good as the first one though. With
Well, they just wanted to bring back Tommy Lee Jones to play that character again.
yeah,
That's what that was about.
because
Yeah.
Harrison Ford killed it. He killed it. Okay.
Larry, you're number 5.
My number 5 is in the back of me, as you can see, if you could read Carlito's Way, which was shot in 1993 by guess who? One of my favorite directors, Brian De Palma, and is based on another one of my favorite iconic characters, which is Carlito Brigante. Hey, Benny Blanco, John Leguizamo, Benny Blanco from the Bronx, you know, and David Kleinfeld with Sean Penn, the messed up, coked out lawyer. Oh, it was a good movie. Oh, it was a good movie, man. Just you know, and this is the reality of him not wanting to be in the game. You know how your name precedes you. He came home and he wasn't trying to get back and be that guy that he was known for. But everybody was, oh no, it's Carlito, man, Carlito, you know. And he's like, every time I get back, they pull me back in. You know, it's just that fight of really want to be legit, but the game's kind of pulling you back, and he was legitimately trying to get out and meet, you know, he fell in love with the girl, and you thought he was going to just be able to go away with the girl, and here come Benny Blanco. Popped him twice and killed the whole thing. You know, it's that part, man. It's that part. It's like that's the part of the movie like kind of kills you because it's like he wasn't trying to do bad, you know, and he really was trying to get away. And this sucker comes out of nowhere and bang him, and he's done.
Yes.
Still hurts now, man.
Yes. I was a senior in high school when that movie came out. It was a goodie.
Yeah.
It was a good one. Matt, you seen?
I don't remember seeing that one. No.
Oh man,
What?
That one?
Yeah.
You gotta watch it.
Oh, I know. It kept popping up in my research. I'm like, I gotta watch that one day. I just haven't. Yeah, I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah, you gotta watch that one, man. Well, you talking about accents? He's supposed to be Puerto Rican, but he sound like Al Pacino to me.
Yeah.
I don't get Puerto Rican out that portrayal. You know,
Well, there's a lot of Puerto Ricans in New York, so you know you could be born there, so you can be a Puerto Rican and just have like a New York accent.
Yeah, New York accent. Okay, I can get that one. I can get that one. I never looked at it from that angle. I just saw Al Pacino, like you know, like I didn't even feel like the Puerto Rican influence. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes you kind of can feel the influence of the people around the Puerto Ricans. You know, I didn't get that feeling of Puerto Rico. I just felt like Al Pacino
Right.
with a beard,
Yeah, with a black beard.
with a black beard. Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
I thought that was a great movie.
That was a great movie. Yes,
It was
sir.
a great movie. Matt, you got to check that out. Carlito's Way.
Oh, it's on the
Check
list.
it out, Matt.
All right, Matt, you're up.
Oh man, what are we on?
Number 5.
Number 5. Oh, sweet. Number 5, 2006 crime thriller. I love this movie, The Departed. So this movie
Mm-hmm.
is so convoluted that you have to watch it 5 to 9 times. Because to understand that there's a member of let's say a mob family that goes undercover into the police, and then the police goes undercover into the mob family, and then these guys like kind of link up during things that happen in the movie, and then undercover, or you discover that each one is not who they say they are, and they're working for the other side, and they're reporting it back to the other people, and it's so crazy. But man, it'll take your mind and just throw it through a strainer and come out spaghetti, because man, it's insane. And Nicholson, DiCaprio, Damon. It's just, again, a star.
Wahlberg.
I mean, yeah.
Baldwin.
Hopper. What's the old dude?
Jack Nicholson.
Not John Nicholson. Other guy.
Martin Sheen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go, Martin Sheen. Yeah,
an amazing actor, Martin Sheen.
Yes,
my
Martin
goodness.
Sheen.
Yeah, fantastic movie, dude. All I gotta say is you'll appreciate it more the more times you watch it. My buddies tried to get me to watch this movie for a long, long time, and I'm like, The Departed? I don't know. It's just, ain't no one of them. And I never understood why I didn't want to watch it, because I like every other DiCaprio. I'm mildly okay with Matt Damon movies. Jack Nicholson's fantastic. I mean, but yeah, I had to sit down and watch it, and I've had to watch it again, because the first time I was like, I don't really understand what's going on. So my buddy's kind of like, nah, he's actually undercover here, and he goes undercover here, and and then when he goes back and tells that guy, then that's what causes the chain reaction to this. So when you watch it the first time, you're gonna miss a lot. I feel like anybody who's seen The Departed has seen it multiple times, because you kind of have to, but I'd say that's a solid middle of the road number 5, because man, it's entertaining, and it's something you're gonna get, let's say 8 hours minimum out of, because you're gonna watch it 3 to 4 times.
I like the Vera Farmiga in it.
Yeah, she's incredible. She's very gorgeous.
Yes, and believe it or not, I don't know if you realize this, but that was Jack Nicholson's last movie. He was never in another movie after that.
Wow.
2006.
Wow.
He has not been in a movie in almost 20 years.
Yeah, I think he retired. Like
Really?
He's retired. He retired.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
That's his last movie.
and that twist at the end was that was the cap of the movie, like you said, Matt. Just the twist at the end.
Yeah.
They were killing each other off, and I didn't think it was going to end how it ended. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Wahlberg and
Such a creative way.
Yeah, that was real good. It was real good. Like
Yeah.
especially at the end, it got real good.
It's the Funky Bunch movie.
All that coming.
And it is the first, and to this date, only Academy Award that Martin Scorsese has gotten, and it was for that movie.
Really?
As
Wow.
All the movies he done, that was man. The
You want to go through the list? Goodfellas,
exactly.
Casino, Mean
Did
Streets,
he
Gangs of New York.
Did he do good? Did he do the Godfather? Godfather?
No, that was Coppola.
Coppola. Frank is for the Coppola. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Academy. I don't know what their criteria is, man. For real.
Well, you do. You see the movies that get nominated and win. They're not the normal movies. They're not blockthere's something strange or off the wall.
Mhm.
Not the
it must
normal movies
you-
that
you know,
everybody wants to see. They're not mob movies. They're not sports movies. They're not comedies.
I think the people that sit at these, who our visions like being on this academy, man, is this old dude was bald when he got the round ball thing, right? And he's sitting around here with his breastplate vest on, sipping brandy out of a sniffer or whatever them joints is the glass, and he's got this big book of just
Brandy out of a sniffer.
yeah,
What?
the brandy, we got the little bottle and they pour the brandy in the bottle. All the rich people, and they sit around.
Crystal decanter.
Yeah, the can. There you go. And they sit around with this big old poetic book, and it's like, what do you think of this? Is this deep? Look, man, good movies are good movies, and the stuff y'all be rating, man, and be like, I just don't get it. I don't get it, bro. That's what I think.
I think the Academy Award separates blockbuster and movie star over here.
Okay.
We want artist, actor.
Mhm.
That's what we want. We don't want blockbuster movie star. We want artist,
Got you.
actor. So
And
like Tom Cruise doesn't win. It's gonna be a role or a movie that is off the wall.
got you.
You think Tom Cruise has been nominated a couple times. He's never won.
Right.
Yeah.
He-
That's why
he-
DiCaprio
and
got
what
one
he
for
get-
The Revenant.
He got nominated for
Reverend, yeah.
Magnolia, which was the weirdest effing movie, right? But that's what he gets nominated for, Magnolia.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Matt, and by the way, he didn't have a lot of dialogue in the movie.
He was one of many people in that movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One of many.
Yeah.
Which was a very, very strange movie. All right.
Like number
4, like
number
the
four.
horse. 4. Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
4. It's already been mentioned, so I don't have to go into it too much. My number 4 came out in 1990. You can catch it on Tubi for free with commercial.
Tubi.
It is King of New York. I know it was on Larry's list already.
Mm-hmm.
And New Jack City, King of New York, a lot of the same cast members. You have Lawrence Fishburne. You got Wesley Snipes, David Caruso. Before he did NYPD Blue, which then led to him doing CSI.
Yep.
Stuff like that. Yeah. I thought it was an excellent movie. I love Christopher Walken in this movie.
Yeah.
Mentioned it before. The dude has 2 girlfriends, man.
2.
White girl,
Dude.
black girl. I mean, total pimp.
Hey, Gil.
Total.
Hey, Gil. In
That's
the
too
movie
much
when he was
meat.
on the subway train about to get some, and the dude said you can get this or you can come get a job at the at the Grand Hotel place.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man, that was gangster.
Yeah, they were gonna rob him, and he gives them the money anyway.
Yeah.
And he's like, "There's more of that. You work for me. I'll be at the Grand Hotel. Come see me.
Yeah.
You work for me now."
Great action, man. Great action, brother.
All right,
Heck
man.
yeah.
My 4, man. I'm like you, Gil. We flip flop, brother. I ain't got to mention it. You just mentioned it. New Jack City. We flip flop.
Yep. Excellent.
I don't got to go in detail. Already did. What's your number 4, Matt?
Number 4 has been talked about. It's Scarface.
Wow.
Tony Montana, assassination, gets the green card, starts everything, big pile of blow, ends bad. We've all seen it.
Fun fact, and it sounds cheesy, but I actually heard him say it. Whether it's true or not, I'm just taking him by his word. But I saw behind the scenes, where they like interview the actors and director. Mm-hmm. Well, the director was Oliver Stone, and he named Al Pacino Tony Montana after his favorite football player, Joe Montana, from the San Francisco 49ers.
Wow. Okay.
And that's when
Nice.
Montana was winning Super Bowls. That was the early part of his career.
Heck yeah.
Yes. I know you're not really a sports guy, Matt, but I think you've heard of Joe Montana.
Oh yes, yeah,
Okay.
very very popular name.
He was arguably the greatest quarterback to do it before this guy named Tom Brady.
Before this guy, Tom Brady.
Before this guy, Tom Brady, jumped in the conversation, he was the GOAT. Montana was the GOAT.
And some people still believe he's the GOAT.
Yeah. It's like arguing Jordan and LeBron. We're in that era right now.
Right.
I'm saying Jordan, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, by the way.
Right. Michael Jordan is a basketball player, Matt, and so is LeBron James.
Yes. That's the one that's like a Dalmatian.
Don't do anything.
Dalmatian looking ball, people kick. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, they got
Awesome. All right. We got 3. I'm going to tell you right now, 2 out of the 3 you guys definitely know.
Yeah.
One of them, I don't think you will. If you do, I'll be very impressed. Okay. My number 3, extremely obvious, came out in 1990, and you could see it on Peacock. And it is Goodfellas. Starring Ray Liotta, the late Ray Liotta.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Bobby De Niro, because we're boys, I could call him Bobby. And my little New Jersey neighbor, Mr. Joe Pesci.
You know, they're stuck at the hip, Gil.
De Niro, Pesci, and who was the director again? We just met.
Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, Martin Scorsese. They did a lot of movies together. Right?
They're stuck at the hip.
So anyway, we've all seen it. It is one of the best mob movies. Now, I think they stretched the truth a little bit. Ray Liotta plays Henry Hill. You would think how Ray Liotta portrays him. He was a somebody in the mob. In reality, he was just a foot soldier guy, more of a gambling guy to I think his biggest credit is that he was able to fix some college basketball games. If we're going to believe that. Apparently that happened. But the movie was great. Lorena Bronco is in it, and she was looking really good in that movie.
Henry Hill's wife.
Yes.
Okay.
She was also the psychiatrist
in Sopranos.
Yeah. So great casting, great movie, never gets old. And what I also like about it, it's not so much family, because a lot with the mob, a lot of mob things, it's like mob and your personal family, like the Sopranos, your working family and your personal family. But what I do like what this movie had was they talked a lot about food, whether they went to jail or, they were making it at home. I mean, you see Ray Liotta trying to dodge the FBI with the helicopter, and he's thinking about the sauce. He's like, oh, I got to put the meat in the sauce. I got to stir the sauce. I got to get back home because of the sauce. It's like, dude, you got to get home and get rid of that cocaine, you dummy.
Right about that.
That's what you should be thinking about, not, haven't stirred the sauce in 2 hours.
Oh, my God. These guys are sitting in a prison cell, and it's like, it's got a really great way of slicing up the garlic, and he takes the razor blade, paper thin, so it melts in the sauce.
She's sneaking them in Prosciutto and bread and pill along with pills,
Yeah, big old wheels of provolone,
Oh my God,
that's hilarious.
You guys are picking up what I'm putting down.
Yes, sir. Hey, Gil. It's because we got a Aries connection. Me and you are Aries, man. My number 3 is your number 3. So you just talked about it. So I ain't gotta talk about it.
Goodfellas.
Heck yeah.
By the way, we've mentioned this already. Goodfellas, very popular movie with the actors and the director and all that. But that year, 1990, it did not win the Academy Award. Guess what movie beat out Goodfellas? Was nominated, but beat out Goodfellas.
Who won that year?
I'll give you a hint. I'll tell you who the lead actor was.
Okay.
Kevin Costner.
Dance with
the Dreams?
No.
Dances with what?
Dances with Wolves.
That's a great movie, though. And you argued me about that movie, though. You say you don't thought it should have. I still remember that argument. You said you don't thought it should have won
I don't think it should be Goodfellas.
Yeah, it's a great movie though, bro.
All right.
It was long. If
Yeah.
we talk about long movies, it was long.
Oh yeah.
It was long. Yeah. Matt, so what's your number 3?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned long, because my number 3 is The Irishman.
Oh yeah.
Basically, the entire story depicting the whole Jimmy Hoffa thing, and I feel like I remember it being longer because this is
It's
saying
long.
3. Well, it says 3 hours and 29 minutes. I specifically remember, I think Netflix might have had an extended version, because the one I watched was 4 hours and 2 minutes long when I watched it originally.
Really?
I
Because
believe
that's
so.
the exact same amount of time as the Zack Snyder's uncut
Justice League.
League.
Yeah, that was
movie.
long.
That was 4 hours and
Mm-hmm.
2,
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, which is the much better
The black and
version.
white version or the color version?
Yeah, it's like black and white.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
long.
Much better.
I know it's 4
Yeah,
hours.
this is saying 3.5 hours, but no, great
That was a
movie.
pretty long movie, man.
It was a long movie. I like that they have, I mean, they could have done a little bit better with the CGI, but they made De Niro look young. They made him look a little heavy. They had him slim down. They had him look old. They had Pesci in there. They had him old. They had him young. And honestly, I've always been such a Pesci fan that, like, when you see him in there and he's sitting at the booth, and then you have De Niro coming in and sitting down, and they're talking about Jimmy Hoffa, and he's deciding what side he's going to play on, where he's going to land on this whole thing. You kind of take a moment almost in reverence of seeing an old, kind of frail, reserved Pesci instead of his leather jacket, beat you up kind of, funny how. No, do I amuse you? It's not that type of Pesci anymore. It's just, I kind of sat back and was like, wow, he's gotten to that level where he can just sit back and get the admiration, because he's been in so many of these types of movies that it is kind of like that. And it's so cool. Plus you got, was it Ray Romano is in this movie?
Yep, Ray Romano.
And yeah, he does actually a fantastic job. I didn't get any sketchy stand-up Ray Romano vibes out of this movie at all. He did a fantastic job with that as well. Very, very long.
Yeah.
But very, very good. I did very much enjoy it. I didn't personally feel like it was as long as it was, because I was just watching it the whole time, very much into it. But yeah, I really like that movie for a very long movie with a cast that is essential to mobster movies in the last 40, 50 years. The Irishman, which is 2019.
I agree. That was a great movie, man. And like you said, the Jimmy Hoffa, and also the killing of Joey Gallo. You mentioned Joey Gallo, crazy Joe Gallo earlier.
Yeah,
That's when he had him at the restaurant, the Clam House, when he popped him and shot him through the. Yeah, that was, once again, it was a lot of real life stuff that happened in that movie. What made that movie to me so dope? How they was able to tie all that stuff together in all them time periods. We got the Philadelphia mob to the New York mob. Then, like you said, the Jimmy Hoffa, his whole thing, and yeah, great movie, Matt. Great number 3. Great number 3.
So I did not love The Irishman.
Huh?
I did not love it. I thought it was, first of all, if when a movie gets mentioned and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is it was long, then it's not a great movie to me. Because The Godfather was long. That's not the first thing that comes out of my mouth. It's not. Avengers Endgame was long. Not the first thing that comes out of my mouth.
That was very long.
Movie, The Irishman, it's the first thing that comes out of my mouth. Even what was it? The Green Mile?
That was short. Was it?
Long movie.
It seems short to me.
It seems short.
It seems
So
short.
that means it was good. The Tom Hanks with the prison
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah,
Was it
long
long?
movie. It's over 3 hours.
Wow,
Long movie.
it did not feel long. It ain't feel long at all.
That's what I'm saying. If you see a movie and the first thing that comes out is it was long, I'm not going to say it was a great movie because that meant it felt long. And any movie I see that feels long, not a great movie. If I think you can cut more than a half hour out, not great.
I like that rule.
There were some historical inaccuracies with that movie. It came out later. I've heard interviews with Michael Francis and stuff like that. Very inaccurate with stuff. Very inaccurate. But what I did like was I liked the old cast. Like you, and even the newer guys like Ray Romano and Sebastian Maniscalco.
I love him. Yeah.
Gallo and stuff like that. They brought back Harvey Keitel. It was nice to see him back with De Niro. I remember them in Mean Streets together. I remember them in Copland together. So it was nice. They brought back Pesci out of retirement. And I 100% agree with you, Matt. It's nice to see him in a Scorsese mob movie where he's not playing that crazy whack job, where he's actually, gives the orders, makes it follow through. He's calm, cool, collected. I like that. I thought Pacino did a pretty good Hoffa. It was hard to get past with De Niro, them trying to make him young. That was a little hard for me. I thought the CGI was a little weak with that part. He's old and they're trying to make him young. Yeah. I thought it was pretty good. I wouldn't say real good. It did not make my list in any capacity. I'm just keeping it real. Now we're down to 2, right?
Down
to two.
My number 2, I just watched today while I was driving to Pennsylvania and back from PA before the rainstorm came, which apparently we have every single day in Delaware.
We do. Yeah, rainy season. It's Thailand.
Yeah, every single day. Please. Yeah. This movie, I don't think either one of you saw it, and if you did, hats off. Because everyone always says, I didn't see it, I recommend it, and then they come back to me and say, man, that was a good movie. The thing about this movie, so you know how our friend Michelle, she doesn't really feel gangster movies because of how the women are portrayed, weak and, gullible and stuff like that. She's like, that's not a good representation of women. Well, this movie flips that because it's a very good. This movie came out in 1996, and I know for a fact you can watch it on Paramount Plus. Highly recommend it. Goes by a simple name, Bound, starring Gina Gershon and Jennifer Tilly and Joe Pantoliano. Excellent movie. This movie, the first 20 minutes, you don't think is a mob movie. You think it's 2 lesbians who hook up. Just being real. Gina Gershon, just out of jail, and Jennifer Tilly is the girlfriend of a mob guy. And they're in the same apartment building. They get in, opening scene of the movie is they get into an elevator together. And they spend some, let's say, adult time with each other. But after 20 minutes, this movie is all about mobster, trust, planning a heist right underneath Joe Pantoliano's nose. You know who Joe Pantoliano is, right? He was the guy from The Matrix who started killing off the people from The Matrix. He was in The Sopranos. He was one of the brothers.
Oh, yeah.
He's a ton of movies. La Bamba. He was like the record guy for Richie Valens.
Okay.
You know him if you see him.
Yeah.
This movie, Larry, if you don't have Paramount Plus, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it just so you can see this movie and maybe Tulsa King and then get rid of it.
Tulsa King's good.
Tulsa King, you got Paramount Plus. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. Matt, you're gonna watch it tonight. Tonight, you're gonna watch it.
Right when we end.
You drink coffee, you could be up for an hour and a half. You're gonna watch it tonight. Bound. Excellent movie. It's an independent movie, not big budget, but you're gonna recognize some of the actors in it. I highly of everything, of all the movies that are on the list, this is the one that I'm going to recommend the most. Now, it's not my number one, it's my number two, but the number one isn't really a big mystery.
Okay.
This movie, I recommend it. Larry, don't you let me down. Because
I won't let you down, man.
You say I'm gonna check it out, and then you don't check it out.
No, man, I've been checking out the movies, man.
And you can't come over my house and watch it because the ladies, they have some relations in the beginning of this movie, so I can't be playing that in the house.
Yeah, no doubt.
Can't do it.
No doubt. I respect.
Can't do it. But you will enjoy it. Like I said, first 20 minutes, it's like one kind of movie. And then the 21st minute on, it's total mob movie, suspense. Trust me, if you believe any recommendation I've ever given, let this be that one that you're like, I'm going to take Gil's word for it.
Okay.
With this movie. Have faith, trust. This is that movie. Trust me. It's Bound. Bound. Came out in 1996, Paramount Plus. It is available. I watched it today. Can't recommend a movie any more than that.
Okay, I'm on it, man. I got Paramount Plus.
Oh, there you go. So you can. Well, you got to get up early in the morning, so you can watch it this weekend. Matt, I expect you to watch it tonight.
Tonight.
Okay, Larry, you're number two.
My number two probably your number one, Gil. The way we've been thinking, I don't know, but I got 1995 Martin Scorsese Casino, and Casino starring Robert De Niro once again, joined at the hip. We just named him. Robert De Niro is Ace Rawstein. Joe Pesci is Crazy Nicky. My baby Sharon Stone, which I like Sharon Stone, man. Oh, I love Sharon Stone. Yeah. Ginger. Yeah. And Crazy James Woods and Lester Diamond, the pimp. Oh man, do I have to go in detail, man? It's Casino. It's a classic. Like I don't know who on the earth has not seen Casino.
Well, let's assume that one person that's watching this.
Okay, let's say you are not seen Casino. All right, the backstory of Casino basically is the mob's influence on Vegas, and it's Ace, who is he's a real good with sports and gambling. He just picks winners. That's why they call him Ace, right? So he's sent over to take care of the mob's operation in Vegas. All right, and they send out Crazy Nicky in order to watch his back and pretty much be the muscle. Well, Nicky's crazy, so he's out here doing his own thing. Then he robbing. It's like a kid in a candy store for Nicky. He got people in people's heads and vices. He's robbing jewelry stores. He's threatening politicians. He's just bringing all this heat and all this focus. He tried to kill Ace, blow the car up. And Ginger, played by Sharon Stone, she's a hustler, but then she has this weakness for this pimp, which is Lester Diamond, and then she has a big drug problem, and then she plotting on him, and it's just a lot of going on. All right, but it's a lot of money being exchanged, a lot of murder going on. It's a great movie for those who have not seen it.
I mean, there it is.
Couldn't have said it better.
And yes, another Martin Scorsese movie, and a lot of same people that he casts. And yeah, great movie.
No, I just thought I think he casts the same people because he know what he's going to get out of them.
Of course,
like he knows the delivery of the character that, and I think in his mind when he gets the script, he could see who could play this character, and I think that trust has been developed over time. you know, especially when you get these big block budgets, man, that they playing with. They play with big money, man, to make these films. So it's not no low budget thing, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah, you got to pay these actors, but
They do that.
went and had De Niro and Pesci in a lot of his movies, and now he's transitioned to having Leonardo DiCaprio
Yeah.
in a lot of his movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
once you find the best, you stick with them.
Yeah.
why wouldn't you? Especially when they're like, when Joe Pesci's going to come out of retirement for you, then yeah, you stick with what you know, which worked to this.
With Marcus Scorsese, was that his mom and his mom in the movies?
His mom was in
Goodfellas, right?
Goodfellas.
Yeah,
Yeah, in Goodfellas, that breakfast scene when they
she said, "My man, they look that guy." She painted the picture.
yeah. That was his mom.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And
Yeah. Scorsese is also in Mean Streets, one of his first movies. He is
in it.
He's a passenger.
Like a cameo.
Have you seen Mean Streets?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in it though.
Oh no, was it Mean? No, I'm sorry, not Mean Streets. What's the one with De Niro? Taxi Driver.
Yeah, you got the
Taxi
mohawk.
Driver. He's in Taxi Driver. He's one of the passengers in the back seat. The scene where he brings Robert De Niro, he gives him an address. He drives there, but it's not Scorsese's where he lives. He says, "You see that up there? That's my wife. That's my wife having an affair with this guy." That's Scorsese in the back of the taxi telling Robert De Niro. That's like the only, and he has a small cameo in Gangs of New York, at a dinner scene.
Which one before they had the riots?
Before the riots, yeah, he's sitting at a table. There's a family.
Yeah.
And you see him eating. He doesn't have any line.
Okay.
Where are we at?
Number 2 for Matt.
Number 2 for Matt.
Number 2 was almost my number 1, but I just couldn't pass up the number 1. A Bronx Tale.
Okay.
1993. So this movie's really good. It's the kind of the coming of age story of a young guy, Colugio. I can't remember what his name is.
Colugio. C.
Yeah, C. Yeah. So he's basically torn between his dad, who's a working class, let's say redneck kind of guy, but not really, but hardworking guy, run of the mill, average house, average car, average everything. So his son starts going and hanging out with this local mobster, Sonny, and his crew of guys. And Sonny's kind of the big deal around the local town. And basically his influence isn't so great. And they kind of start having this territorial battle over this kid where, De Niro's like, "This is my son, this is, I'll raise him how I want." And Sonny's like, I'll raise, hey, he came to me. Once he's under my house, I'll do what I want. You better take better care of your kid, So it's this big on and off, and it kind of just shows the struggle of C kind of trying to see like the balance of, I want the finer things in life like Sonny has, and I'm kind of okay with going about some shady ways to get that better way of life, but I also have immense respect for my dad, who's just a hard 9-to-5er. Maybe I'll go that way. And it's just fun to see, and the acting's incredible, and the set piece, they poured millions and millions into this movie, and it shows. Just for me, a fantastic. Like I think of that movie quite often.
It's why you brought that up, because I was talking to one of my partners about, we was having this show, and I was like, man, the Bronx Tale was like on my cusp, because I'm like, yeah, it has the gangster backdrop,
gangster-ish.
And I'm like, man, it was
Mob-esque.
really like you were saying about the son and the father relationship of him really like, raising his son the right way, and so I looked at more like, man, yeah, it got the mob stuff in it, but I felt it was more just like that father and son relationship.
For sure. Yeah.
And really trying to, just I'm a working class Joe, and I'm really should be the hero, not them guys. But that's something you got to come across your own. Like he had to come across that knowledge his own way, you know.
Mhm. Well, you
And then
don't
he
know
showed
when
me,
you're young. All you see is the
you don't,
stuff. You just see the stuff.
know.
You see the guys that they're hanging around. They're in nice suits. They drive nice cars. They get table service anywhere, any place they walk into. Whereas, dad's working 60 hours a week
Yeah,
to buy bread. And you see that difference, and you want one thing, but you don't understand the inner workings of how to go about that and what's really happening behind the scenes. So it's good.
it's good. It was great. It was a great movie, and it's crazy the real life, um, kind of sad story. And that Colosio actually ended up doing a robbery,
Yep.
ended up doing all this time, man.
It's like 20 years.
He got
Mhm.
20-year hit, yup, for robbery, man. And it goes to show, man, you know, man, you
Yep.
know,
He had between that movie and being on The Sopranos, like
uh,
he was like an up and comer, and yeah, he got into drugs, and he even said that he was high while he was on The Sopranos,
yeah,
and yeah,
Wow.
he went away for like 20 years. He's out now,
yeah,
but yeah, and also that movie, the character that Robert De Niro plays, how can I say this? So the boy, he who was the Chaz Palminteri, right?
yeah,
He's
Chess
the
Terry.
the
That was
guy.
Mob, yeah, Sonny.
He wrote the
Mhm.
movie. He wrote it,
Yeah, I remember the
and the character of the boy was Chaz growing up. That was him, and the Robert De Niro's character was based off of his father, Chaz Palminteri's father. So that was really like you said, the nuts and bolts of the movie is the relationship father and son, and how their bond really. You get to see it at the end. I mean, I don't want to give away the end of the movie, but you get to see how the easy money and the power didn't really work out, and the things the father said were true. It came about it, and it was true. All right, well,
number one.
number ones, we got
honorable mentions.
And I got a lot of them, and the honorable mentions is better than my number one. So, and they are movies that we've mentioned, or we kind of got, right in that wave. So I got Donnie Brasco, which came out in 1997. The Departed, 2006. American Gangster, 2007. Bronx Tale, 1993. This one no one has mentioned. Once Upon a Time in America, 1984, starring Robert De Niro and James Woods before Casino. The Untouchables, 1987. A History of Violence, 2005. That's a good one. Hoodlum, 1997. State of Grace, that's a good one, 1990.
I haven't seen that one.
1993. And Kill the Irishman, 2011.
Kill the Irishman.
That's based off of a real guy.
Yeah, Danny Green, Cleveland Mob.
Yes, and the guy who plays him died a couple years ago. Ray Stevenson, I believe is his name. The last thing he did was that Osaka or something on Disney Plus. So
oh yeah, Ahsoka, the Star Wars series. Yeah, I remember that. That was good.
He died just before the premiere of that series.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, my movie's been mentioned, and it was just mentioned. Must be an Aries thing. But my number one, 1995, you can catch it on Max. It is Casino.
I told you.
It is
Aries thing, a massive Aries thing, man.
Got it all. Now,
oh man,
I will mention.
I'm a Cancer.
Personal.
Are you?
To everyone I meet. No, I'm just kidding.
This is a personal thing to me. When Sharon Stone was at her height, that's really at her peak
Yes.
You know, she got nominated for an Academy Award, didn't win. But that year, well, the movie came out in 95. 96 was when the Academy Awards was. She was nominated for that role, didn't win. 96, though, there was a very famous club in New York called Studio 54 for having what was called The Last Dance. And I won tickets on a radio station to go to this Last Dance, and there were a ton of celebrities that were going to be performing. When I got through the door, Cher was on stage. Cher was on stage performing, and then, you know, there was a bunch of good acts, stuff like that. So many people. It was in the summer. I got really hot. I got a migraine. I had to go off to the side where there weren't too many people, and I'm leaning on like a column, right? And for me, when I get a really bad headache, when I start to yawn, it makes the pain go away for a couple seconds. I don't know why it does. So I'm leaning, and I'm telling you, this is the truth, the truth, the truth. I'm leaning on this column, and I'm getting ready to yawn. And as my hand comes up to my face, someone else puts their hand on my mouth and covers my mouth for me before I get up there. It's Sharon Stone, and she walks away saying, "Don't fall asleep on me now. There's a dance between us later," or something like that. "Oh, we have a dance later." And she walks away.
Were you dreaming or were you telling the truth?
No, I'm telling the truth, but we never had that dance.
Man.
She did put her hand on my mouth to cover my mouth as I was yawning.
How did it smell?
And
How did it smell?
Don't fall asleep on me now. We still got to have that dance later. That's what Sharon Stone was Sharon Stone.
In my weirdo voice, how was that smell? How did her hand smell?
It happened so fast. I don't even, nothing with the touch. I just know it happened. That's all I can. And it was definitely her. 100%. 100%. There were a lot of celebrities there, but none of them touched my face. None of them put their hand on my mouth. She did.
Oh my goodness.
She did. So, yeah. That's my connection. Sharon Stone, Casino, my number one. Now, to be honest, it would still be behind the original two Godfathers, 1 and 2. It would probably be no higher than 3.
Oh yeah.
But Godfather's being out, that is my number one. So Larry.
I don't have the years, man, but I'm gonna give y'all real quick my movies, and I got cursed out with some of my friends because I'm just like, man, to make my list, it had to be one, I had to like the storyline. 2, it had to be great it had to be directed great, and I just don't like B budget roles when people really are not good actors, and you know the movie might be good to a certain degree, but that the actors in the roles makes it cheesy to me, you know. Well, one
Black Caesar. Are we talking about Black Caesar?
it's kind of in that role, but yeah.
Fred Williamson?
No, I'm talking about the movies I'm about to say that I would put in that category is a movie called Shotters. I don't know if you ever heard of Shotters. See, you never heard of it. Shotters is a Jamaican-based gangster movie. It's Bob Marley's son is in it. You know what I mean? And if you ever seen it, you got to see it and you'll get what I'm saying. It's gangster, but it's definitely gangster. It's definitely gangster. It's hood gangster. But you'll see what I mean if you watch it. Far as just the storyline.
Larry, is that your dog in the background?
No, that ain't my dog.
That's mine.
That's Matt's. My dog whining, but you can't hear him.
Yeah, she's over there.
Yeah,
she needs to go out.
Yeah, mine's do too, but he'll be okay. We might get him out here soon. Shotters. I got Belly. I don't know if you ever seen Belly.
I haven't seen it, but I know of it.
Yeah, Belly. Once again, it was the best rappers at that time in the movie. It was Hype Williams, who was a big director. Yeah, him. It once again is honorable mention, and I told my friends I put it as honorable mention. It's another one called Paid in Full, which actually did like Paid in Full, and this is based on a Harlem drug dealers. It's a real good movie. You gotta check it out. It really is. For a budget, it's a good movie. The Irishman, American Me. I don't know if you ever saw American Me. You saw American Me?
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta see it. You gotta see it, Matt. American Me. It's raw, Matt. It's raw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the Chicanos in jail.
Los Chicanos.
Nah.
Yeah.
I got a whole plethora to watch now.
Gangs in New York, obviously. I love Gangs in New York. There's
Yeah.
another movie called Colors, man. It's about gangs, the gangs in LA. You gotta watch that too, Matt. It's old. It's in like the 80s.
You think that's a mob movie though?
It's a gangster movie. It's about gangs.
Okay, gangs. All right.
It's gangs. You
Gang,
said gangster,
yeah.
right? They're gangs.
Gang, yeah, okay, it qualifies.
It qualifies a gang. They're gangs.
There's gang. Yeah, it's Robert Duvall and Sean Penn.
Yeah, Robert Duvall, Sean Penn.
Cops.
Yep, it's cops. Training. Now, gangster far as I went gangster, not mob related, but gangster, like gangster. And I thought the Training Day just was gangster. Even though he's a corrupt cop, it was gangster. It was gangster. He was a corrupt cop that was gangster. Training Day.
Think you're pushing it on that one.
Once again,
He was a cop.
it's an honorable mentions.
He was a dirty cop.
It's gangster though.
I feel like there's a difference between gangster and mob affiliated, though.
Yeah,
He
now-
definitely wasn't mob, but he
No, it wasn't mob.
He was pushing
Well,
drugs.
he was going against the Russian mob. What are you talking about?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the Russian mob killed him in the end. The Russian mob killed him.
Mhm.
They
Did he
did.
not?
They did. They shot up his Monte
They shot
Carlo.
up. Yeah, they killed him Monte Carlo. Road to Perdition. Road to Perdition is my honorable mention for sure. Like I said before, man, some of these movies I said was trash. Kind of, to me, I'm like, you got to find gangster to me. Now we want to keep it mob related. They don't make my list, obviously. Dick Tracy was one I was going to say, bro. Dick Tracy. I'm telling you, it's a mafia movie, right?
That's a pretty good one.
It's a good one, right?
That's a pretty good one. Al
that
Pacino
mob?
was good
Yeah.
in that movie.
Right?
Al Pacino's good. Al Pacino, Madonna.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right.
Was they not mob?
That was mob. No, that was mob. That was
Thank you.
mob. You're
You
right.
seen Dick I know you seen Dick Tracy, man. Never saw Dick Tracy, man.
Dick Tracy,
Oh,
No.
the comic book character. It was a comic book character, and they made it like,
Madonna
he-
played in it too, man.
like
Yeah,
it came out in 1990.
yeah.
Summer of 1990.
Oh.
Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty, y'all.
Please,
And not to give
Dick
away,
I can't see it, but yeah, I'm Googling it.
yeah. Not to give away our
Warren
age,
Beatty,
man. But that's
Al
when
Pacino.
McDonald's was. Not to give away our age, but that's when McDonald's was the stuff, right? Remember, Gil, when you went to McDonald's and you get the characters off the mugs?
Yeah.
They was giving out the mugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day.
Man, Dick Tracy, that was out of left field.
Right? I told you it was a comedy though. I don't know if it's comedy.
Yeah, I don't know if it was comedy, but it was like, I don't want to say cheesy. It was like it was a comic book.
It was a comic book.
A comic book that they brought up, and it wasn't like typical, like violent mob, but they were mob characters.
Yeah,
they were.
Yeah.
So that qualifies.
Right? Okay. All right, my number one, man, is my best movie of all time, man. You mentioned it, man. You're kind of low on y'all list, man. It's kind of mad about that, but it's okay. Scarface, man. Iconic character, forever stamped. And if you notice, the top three was iconic characters. Like you can't get around it. It's like nobody else could portray these roles, and they're stamped. These are roles that are stamped, man. You know, and to the end of time, we're gonna know who Tony Montana is.
Mm-hmm.
To the end of time.
Very valid.
Very good. And he was on every one of our lists. We all had it high too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had the lowest. Where did I have it?
Let's see. I believe it was my number 4.
I had it at number 8.
Yep, you had an 8, Gil.
I had it at 8. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Matt, give us your honorable mentions and then give us your number 1.
So I have 3 honorable mentions.
All right.
Feel pale in comparison to you guys. So I got Public Enemies.
I like that one, bro. That's a good one.
I love that.
Yes.
Legend with Tom Hardy playing the twins.
They were good. That was good.
That was good.
Playing
And
2 roles at the same time.
One movie I had to throw on here. I don't know if anybody has seen it. It's a Pesci film. It's called 10 Heads in a Duffel Bag.
I saw it.
You never seen that one.
I saw it. It's
Dude,
kind of a comedy.
it's a wacky comedy, but it's basically this guy's he's like a cleanup guy. You know, he's the cleaner. So he's got to take these 10 heads in a duffel bag and transport them somewhere. And the comeuppance of him almost getting caught with this bag of heads is just, it's wacky, but it's Pesci. And I had to honorable mention that one. So those are the 3 honorable mentions. And my number 1, Goodfellas.
Oh, yeah.
Every time anybody says mob movie, I think Goodfellas. It's the first one that pops in my head. I've seen it 1,000 times. I love that movie. I'll show it to anyone. If you say you haven't watched it, we're watching it right now. It's my number 1. We talked about it till, beat that horse till it's dead and still spitting out Goodfellas quotes. But yeah, number 1, classic.
Our list. It was on all of our lists.
Yeah, classic.
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
Yeah, has to be. I figured it would be.
Classic. Now you can't do Gangster without Goodfellas. You just can't. I mean, if you can't say Godfather, you gotta say Goodfellas.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
100%. I think when you first think about mob movies, I think Godfather and Goodfellas, it's 1A, 1B. You choose.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely.
Love it. Love the list.
Larry got to watch 10 Heads in a Duffel Bag.
Definitely do, man.
If you got nothing else to watch and you're bored, throw it on.
That's what we should do. Larry, you give a movie we haven't seen that we should watch.
Well, I want you to see I want y'all to watch it so you can see what I'm talking about if you can find it. Shotters. You go see Shotters.
How do you spell that? Spell it.
Shottas. And it's basically a Jamaican
2002.
Yeah. Okay. You seen it? You see
just Googled it. Yep. I'm gonna put it on the list.
You'll see what I mean. Far as it's a storyline, but then you see the acting part. What I'm talking about.
Are they a better Jamaican mob than the one that was in Predator 2?
That mob was short, man. So it was so small that I couldn't really gauge it.
He went right through them.
He went right through them. Yeah, so they didn't have a real long role in the movie, man. This Jamaican mob has a longer role. It's strictly Jamaicans. It's amongst Jamaicans. So it's from Florida all the way back to Jamaica with it, and it's it's gangster, but it's like drug related, murder. You'll see what I mean.
All that good stuff.
All that good stuff. Bound.
Prostitution.
Yeah. And you can't watch it with Leo. Leo can't be there when we watch it.
No Leo.
No Leo. You can't watch
it.
It's some nudity, some grown adult scenes.
Okay. Well, now I'm not allowed to watch it. Thanks.
Man.
Thanks. All right. So you recommended Shottas.
Shottas.
Which one do you recommend, Matt?
I don't know. I feel like you've seen them all except for 10 Heads. Maybe.
Yeah, that's it then.
10 Heads in the duffel bag.
You've probably seen every other one on my list for sure. Yep.
I've seen 10 heads in a bag, 10 heads in a duffel bag, but it's been a long time, so I would see it again.
And you want to
And you know what I'm going to recommend?
Bound.
Mm-hmm. Paramount Plus. And by the way, you're welcome.
For future reference, I'm going to make a note.
That's not a recommendation. That's a spoiler. You're welcome.
Okay.
1996. Heck yeah.
Yes. And I'm hoping, if you're willing to do it, Matt, I want to do another top 10 in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tonight, I want to do a Superman top 10. Are you down?
Oh, I'm definitely down. I love
out this week.
Anything Superman.
We got 2 weeks to watch it so we can do a review and then do a top 10 list.
Superman comes out this week?
It comes out this weekend.
Oh, man, I'm about to go see it.
If you don't
I got IMAX tickets for Friday.
Yeah, I gotta go see. I got a video shoot Saturday, but I'll do it after my video shoot.
All right. So we're agreed. 2 weeks from tonight, we're gonna do a Superman one.
Yes, sir.
All
And
right.
that is, let's see, next week's the 15th, so 22nd. Yep.
There you go. Very good. And that won't be our last one either, because I got another one after that. But good. Right in time for the movie. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It was just over 2 hours, but for me, it was just a ton of fun. I don't
Yes.
care how long it was. I thought everybody had a great list. You could catch us again in 2 weeks when we do a Superman top 10 and movie review of the new Superman movie, James Gunn. That's coming out. We are going to watch. I'm going to watch Shottus. You guys are going to watch Bound and eight heads in a duffel bag.
10.
So we'll make mention of it. Hopefully in 2 weeks that we see. Right.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully.
Absolutely.
All right. Awesome.
And don't forget to check out Match Monday reviews. Normally you'll see it on Tuesday. I know we say Monday, but it normally comes out on Tuesday. But make sure you check out his reviews.
Matt's weekly review.
Yeah, let's say weekly.
Weekly.
Let's do it official. Let's say weekly reviews. But it's a great reviews. Matt definitely gives us great information, man. I love the movies you give us, man, because it's some really good shows you be putting out there.
Try to do a balance of somewhat new, but also stuff that is pretty niche.
Well, Dexter's coming.
Yeah, I thought about that, man. The new Dexter. I don't even know what. Resurrection. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
Awesome. So make sure you tune in to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast.
Absolutely.
In 2 weeks, and check out Matt's Monday review every, I'm going to say Tuesday. It is a weekly segment. And unless something comes up, it's pretty much a weekly segment. Ours is going to be every other week until football season is getting ready to rev up, and then we're going to be every week again. So that is how it's going to work for us. So for my main man, Larry Loper, and our special guest, Matt Shackelford, I'm Gil Larry telling everybody, deuces, watch the movies, Superman's coming out, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
So, fellas,
thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure, brother. Always a pleasure.
Good to see you guys.
Yes, sir.